Southpaw here. Today we're going to be going over my Ruger American Predator Gen 2. We're going to be going over what I've done to it so far. This is the build as it is. It's going to stay mostly the same. I've got some few upgrades I might make here later on down the road. But as of right now, this is what I've got as the setup. We're going to go over the rifle itself, what it comes with from factory, how it shoots, and I'm going to insert some clips from the range earlier today. So starting off, we're going to do a little overview of the rifle. The Ruger American Gen 2s, period, whether it's the Ranch, Standard, or Predator, all come with this fluted barrel. And they do all have muzzle brakes as well, which is nice. They all come threaded with some muzzle brake. They're all pretty much the same exact one from Ruger factory, minus the only different one I believe is on the Ranch with the 350 Legend and the 450 Bushmaster. The muzzle brake on those is going to be a little bit different. So I'll bring this over here so you can see. There is that muzzle brake. I'm happy to report that from factory that muzzle brake does work quite nicely. Once again, moving back, we've got the fluted barrel as coming standard on all the Gen 2s. Helps keep the barrel nice and cool. You're going to get a 1 in 8 right hand twist through this, so it's going to like kind of, especially for that's what comes on the 6.5 Creedmoor. It likes the heavier rounds. I personally am shooting the Federal Gold Medal Sierra Match Kings at 140 grains, and it tended to group really well and like those a lot. Moving on from the barrel, we do have the brand new style stock for the Gen 2s. It is a polymer stock. It's got some grip indents done up in here, make it real nice to handle. As well as moving back, you do have this new splatter. It is the green with kind of gold and black for the Predators, the gray with the black splatter for the Standards, and then the tan stock with the blacks and kind of brownish splatter for the Ranches. It is nice. The magazines are integrated through here. You'll see there's your magazine well, and here is how you drop the magazine as well, is this lever. Moving on back, we do have your trigger guard, and that gets us back to the buttstock. The buttstocks, unlike the Gen 1s, have a little bit of adjustability to them. You've got an adjustable cheek riser here. This can be taken on or off, as well as your length of pole can be adjusted through this piece right here. Next, we do have the bolt. It is a stainless steel bolt that I have also taken the liberty to go ahead and polish. It's made it extra smooth, although from factory it was already fairly smooth. No need to polish it any further than what I have already. And if you don't have a means to polish your bolt, that's perfectly all right as well. The rifle functions fantastic even without that. Next, we're going to cover the add-ons I personally have outfitted this Ruger with. To start off up top here, I do have a Vortex Strike Eagle 5x25x56 with the first focal plane. For those of you who are not aware, a first focal plane is where the size of the reticle adjusts itself inside the optic based off of how much magnification you're using. It is a fantastic scope from Vortex. It's got 36 MOA in the actual reticle itself, as well as another 24 up here on top of the turret once you set your zero stop. It's fantastic. It has the parallax, I believe, from 15 yards all the way out to what the manufacturers like to call infinity. As we all know, that's not actually possible, but as far as it will go. As well as I do have the 100 Concepts scope cap up front. Next up, I do have the bubble level here on the scope. Next, we're going to talk about the ammo. I have put 2 or 3 different types of ammunition through it. Like I said earlier, it does have a 1 to 8 right-hand twist, so it does have a fairly high rate of twist. That being said, the heavier grain bullets are going to work really well in it. I personally found that the ammunition that works in the firearm best for what I'm looking to do and the environment that I am operating in are the Federal Gold Medal Sierra Match Kings. The box reads a muzzle velocity of 2,675 FPS, and that's not too far from what we were getting on the chronograph. We were getting closer to 2635, 2645. I believe the average on the Garmin read just about 2640. So a little bit lower. Obviously, a lot of these ammo companies are reading their muzzle velocities out of a 24-inch barrel. This is a 22-inch barrel, therefore it is going to be a little bit slower. Like I said, personally, I was using the 140 grain Sierra Match Kings. We shot all the way down to 50 yards and all the way out to 1,110 yards, and I did not see a falter in the performance of this round. Now, obviously, you can use your own hand loads or factory ammo, whichever you seem fit, as long as you are making sure you're consistent with your ammunition. I don't think you should see any difference in the performance of the rifle and how well it handles. I think overall, for a $600 rifle, it is a fantastic buy. If you're trying to build a budget long-range hunter or a budget precision rifle where you can reach out and touch something at those long distances, the Gen 2 Predators in 6.5 Creedmoor, I believe they're releasing 7 PRC, 300 Win Mag, and a couple other longer range rounds at the beginning of Q1 of 2025. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's what I had seen though. They're not out yet. But all in all, for $600, it's a really good solid build. You'll be able to reach out and touch those ranges and be very happy with your purchase.
Let's see. This is 1110. There we go.
There we go.
I think I just smacked it dead in the center. It barely moved. There's another one. There's another one. I smacked it.
I think it